Right here we got something very, very special. I made a few videos about this watercraft before, but today I want to give you a full in-depth walkthrough of this boat, as well as show you how to set it up. Now, important notes, two notes actually. The way I'm setting up this one may not be the way that you set up yours, because there are minor differences between this one and others. The second thing is that I did not pay for this boat, but it did cost me a lot of time and money to get it. But I didn't pay the company for it, so it's technically a free boat. Now, with that out of the way, I want to get into this video. First, I'm going to show you how it come, how I got it, what's in the box, how I set it up, how I used the amazing Bixpy battery and this inflatable from Amazon to inflate this boat easily without having to even break a sweat. By the way, guys, everything that I use in this video, there's gonna be affiliate links down below in the description that you could go and buy the products that I use. And when you buy it through those links, we do get a tiny little commission that keeps this channel running. I'm just gonna open the zipper completely. Jump to the other side and keep opening it. Wow, no way, dude, no way. What? Oh my god, this is crazy. This thing just opens up. We got the drive. I think it's ready to go. Comes with a pump, but we're not gonna be using a pump. We're actually gonna be doing this. I have this full inflatable thingy, and I have a Bixpy battery that could take, boom, just power this device. And that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna inflate this thing. Whoa, guys, look at this. Let me remove the paddle. Let's start with that. You got a paddle holder here, just basically straps. I recommend you tether your paddle to the boat just in case, you don't want to lose it. But right here we got the logo, RIOT kayaks, and you got basically 1, 2, 3 chambers, 3 air chambers. That means one thing and one thing only. You're safe on the water. Because if one of those things deflate, you got 2 more. And the chances of all of them deflating, well, you gotta have really, really bad luck if that happens. But let me just give you a tour of this boat. Look how fancy it looks. Now, it looks kind of crazy from the side, right? But what if I go right here on the back and show you this angle? You see that? Whoa, now it's tilting because it's resting on that. And the boat is kind of stitched together. You see this here? You got the pontoons on each side, and it's kind of, see the stitch? Hope you can see it. So that's how it is put together. You basically got one pontoon, the middle piece, and another pontoon. So let me just start right here from the bow of the boat and then give you a walkthrough all the way back to the rear. So we got a nice handle here that is very useful. You could roll this thing over. I don't think anything will happen to it. PVC is very strong. This thing is made out of PVC. I even put my truck over a PVC paddleboard once. So I think you should be fine with this. But you get a handle here and you see that it's reinforced. Of course, that is the serial number. You got a little D-ring right here. If you want to attach maybe a small cooler or a bag in the front, you have that. Then you got the drive well. This drive well is on tracks. That means you could move it closer to you or you could move it back. I really like the tracks because I could put accessories like this. You see, that is for my camera mount. Now, this boat, and the one that you buy maybe is a little different, but this one has a little patch here that you could pretty much add anything you want, like paddle holder, camera mount, rod holders, whatever you want, you could do it here. I recommend getting the Yak Attack ones and adding a few more of this all over the boat so you have more attachment points. Now, one of the complaints that I do have about this boat is that the sea is kind of far, like it's too far out. Although you could easily fix that by maybe putting another D-ring on here if you want, if that's a problem, or just move it, maybe move it over here and reattach it somehow. You could move the seat, but from factory, this one, the seat is too far back. You can still use the drive. It may look awkward, but you can use it. Now this drive, I don't know what to say about this drive. So far, It's really nice because it's very light, and it's been in salt water, but several times it hasn't broken. I don't hear anything, but I don't know. It's plasticky, it's inexpensive, I don't see the high quality stuff, but it does the job. And a drive on this boat makes a huge difference because you have your hands free. And I think that's the biggest selling point. You basically got the world's smallest pedal drive kayak right here. So that drive is very special for that because you go in reverse and forward. And let me tell you something, it doesn't paddle bad at all. But having the drive, you have your hands free. Now, looking here in the middle, you have a nice logo. And I like this right here for standing up because you kind of like, your feet are in solid ground, so it's not slippery, so you're not gonna fall off. And let me tell you, this boat is very stable. Like, to flip this thing, you gotta be a huge person or be a super special strong person, because I had a hard time flipping it. If you want to watch that full video of me trying to flip this boat, it's gonna be up in the playlist all about this boat, so it's in there. Now, I really like attachment points everywhere, and these handles are very nice. Sometimes I lift the boat with the two handles. I don't like to do that because I don't like to put pressure on this. You see, over time this is gonna break, but at least you have the handles. You got D-rings under the seat to hold the seat down. Now your boat is gonna be a little different maybe, and on the other side you got the rudder control system, and let me show you the rudder control here. When I got this boat, this was on the right side, and I moved it to the left because I'm righty. I like to have my right hand free to fish and do stuff like that. Now, this right here is another paddle keeper, but sometimes I put a yak attack, park and pull, or whatever, jack gear, whatever you have in there. Now, the rudder system and this layout here, these are the rudder control cables. This layout, again, is probably gonna be different in your boat. Maybe they'll come like around here, going over there, which is a better setup than this one, because if you put a black pack in here, I mean, you're gonna be like sandwiching it, bringing it down. Now, the way that the rudder is attached to the boat is basically through the air power, because there's nothing holding this rudder right here. But when you inflate this to capacity, which is 15 PSI, it's gonna hold this thing, it's not gonna come off. I even had a Bixpy in here and it didn't come off, so that's pretty cool stuff. Now, capacity, you could inflate it to 15 PSI like I mentioned before, each of the things. But right now, I think this is not even a 10 PSI. I think probably less than that, and I was able to use it in the water with no issues. I mean, you should go to the recommended, but you could use it with less air. And basically what I'm trying to say is, if you're tired and you don't want to be putting all that pressure in here, you don't have to. I like the seat, I mean, you feel like you're in a command boat. It feels like a dock, it feels solid. This thing is really nice to take it out on the water and fish. If you want to stand up, if you want to like just stretch, you could easily do that without having to worry about anything. The seat is very comfy, and the rudder works extremely well. Now, some of the drawbacks that you have with this boat is that it's not super fast. No sir, it's not super fast at all. I think the maximum you could push it, if you really try really hard, is 4 miles an hour, and I don't think you could maintain that for a long time at all. So I will probably say cruising is 2.5 to 3 miles an hour, and super high speed 3.5 to 4, but most likely 3.5. I'm a normal person, I'm not that strong, so maybe you're the strongest person alive and maybe you could push it to 10 miles an hour, but no. So the rudder, the way you deploy it, you got two little cables right here. One is to bring it down and one is to bring it up. I think the black one is to bring it down, and I like to like bring it down really hard and keep it down like that, because sometimes with the water and everything, the rudder kind of kick up and you don't have the same power to steer. Here on the back, you got two more D-rings. You could use it to hold down a black pack like a half year. So now I would like to give you some specification about this little tiny boat. Do you know that the whole thing weighs about 58 pounds and it fits inside? A little bag, one is not that little. But anyways, you could travel with this boat. You could take it out fishing. Just check your airplane regulations and all that stuff. But anyways, the whole idea is that you could take this thing up, down on a drive to the Keys and go fishing, or take it to Alaska and go fishing with it, because it only weighs 58 pounds, including the drive. Dude, that is incredible. And guess what? If you use the Bixpy battery and that aerator thingy that I showed you before, you could be on the water in 5 minutes without breaking a sweat. It's just crazy incredible. Let me tell you, I'm really digging this little boat. Now the boat itself is only 8.5 feet long. It's about 36 inches wide and it holds 450 pounds, which is plenty for a normal person. If you're like bigger than that, well, you know, you shouldn't be getting this anyways. I seen it sell for like $18.50 or less. It all depends where you get it from and time of the year, but this craft I think is totally worth the money. That's an expensive price, $1,850, but what you get out of this is a lot. It's very stable, dude. Like, I couldn't flip the thing, right? I did flip it because I had like I forced it down, like I flipped it, you know, like I flipped it. Yeah, I think it's a really good value. See, what you're paying for is convenience and affordability, because you could actually have this boat if you live in a tiny little apartment, and if you don't have a truck, you could just put it inside your car and go fishing and enjoy nature. And it works as advertised, and I'm super happy about the time that I have spent with it so far. So if you want to see more videos about this boat, I'm gonna link a playlist down below in the description or somewhere around, whatever YouTube puts it. So I'll see you over there.